Do you feel lucky, Steve?
Hey, punk, are you feeling lucky? That's our topic today. Luck or blessing. And there's a third one.
Yeah. So if you're wondering if people are lucky or if they're just being blessed, this is the video you want to watch.
Right.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's terrific.
See, you have some green bottle here?
We do have a green bottle here, but before we get to that, I'm Steve Wastenberg.
And I'm Steve Walsh.
And welcome to the Steve and Steve Show.
Thanks for finding us and push and play. Do us a big favor, hit the like button. That certainly helps our numbers. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that red subscribe button and that bell so you get notified when we publish the next video.
So, what do we got here to drink? This is Espellegrino. It's the Italian water that you get in maybe a more expensive restaurant, although this is rather inexpensive at Costco for those that want it. No, not pitching anything.
Yep, we don't get any payment or endorsement for these guys, so it's a freebie for them. But it's more for the show, so it's a little bit more entertaining when we have something to drink. And
Yes.
hope you had a drink while you're watching this. So that's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. Hopefully we can make it through the show.
So, Steve, I've got a topic for you.
Perfect. Excellent. I'm all ears.
So the question I have is, do you feel blessed or are you lucky?
What's it going to be? I have to say, most of the time I feel blessed.
Blessed?
Yeah, there are definitely some times when I say, wow, that was just pure luck. But most of the times I would say I feel blessed. How about you?
I would go with blessed as well. And I think both of us are looking at it as when things are going well for us, it's not because of luck, it's because we're blessed to have that gift.
Right. So let me ask you, when things start going bad, do you still have that sense of being blessed yourself?
Well, that gets into another topic. But it would be, so you got to look at things from a positive point of view, right? Mm-hmm. I call it PMA, positive mental attitude. And so people associate that when you're going through tough times, you just say, I have to think positive to get through this. But it's really like when you're not feeling good, how can you become positive? Or if a bad event happens, how can you find the positive out of that? But that is another topic. What I wanted where I wanted to take this thing is, you and I are on the same page with our religion, but there's a lot of people out there that look at people that have nice cars, they have a good business going on, or maybe they got a good job, and they go, man, did I get lucky?
Right. Or, man, did that person get lucky, you mean?
Yeah. Either way, right? He got lucky in
she's got
the stock market.
She's been lucky all of her life with all of the things that she's gotten.
Right.
Okay.
And then I have to tell you, when I first started this conversation, I imagined Clint Eastwood.
Well, that's what I was quoting at the beginning.
Feeling lucky.
Yeah, I was saying, all right, what's it going to be? Yes or no? Feeling lucky. Yeah. Well, that's what I tried to do in the beginning. Obviously, I didn't catch it exactly right. I run across, and I'm sure you do, that very thing that a lot of people say, wow, that person, they're really full of luck. Even the kind of the lottery,
Right.
You go out and you buy a lottery ticket because you're looking for that luck, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't want to take this off into others. So I'm going to let you lead this thing. You give it to me, and I'll run off down some road.
Well,
we'll end up at the end of a dirt road.
When I gave you the pretext of this topic earlier, you said there may be a third.
That's what I was thinking.
That the hard work,
right? Where someone says, "No, I don't believe in luck. And, maybe I'm blessed, but I'll tell you what I really believe in is myself and my ability to make it happen. That kind of will.
So having control of the situation.
Right. Or even if you don't have control of the situation, it's having control of yourself. So the situation might be the circumstances, but having control of yourself to say, I will go through that. I will bust through that obstacle or something.
Right. Well, I think like some of the really good sales guys, right? I think they kind of get in a sense of that they know what they have to do to create the sales, right? So we talk in sales, they talk about, it's all just about the numbers, right? And so you can go through 100 people, make 100 calls, and out of 100 calls you get 2 sales or something like that.
Right.
So they know if I make 100 calls, I'm going to get 2 sales. So if I want to make 4 sales, I better do 200 calls.
I got a really quick story on that, if it's okay, because it's very much around this very same thing.
Hopefully I remember where we're at. So go.
Okay. So while we were talking about will through, so you got luck, you got blessed, and you got will, and I'm sure there's a combination of all of them that we use, but at the very beginning of our first company, and it was a software sales company in the real estate space, we hired a girl, and I'm going to even say her name. Who knows? Maybe she's out there listening to this. She might be married now and maybe has changed her name. I don't know. Her name was Kim Grover. This young lady at the time was such a rock star in terms of that very thing. I said, hey, the real way you're going to be successful, and did I know this? I just knew from reading books and things like that, is you make 100 phone calls a day, and you make those 100 phone calls a day and talk to these people, you're going to be successful in it. Well, she didn't make 100. She would do 150. She'd do 200. I don't even know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But she just, and you know what? When somebody was on the phone, if it was going nowhere, she wouldn't hang up. But let me tell you, that person was off the call. It was like, you really don't have any interest in this, do you? Well, I'm not really sure. No, let's not waste your time. She wouldn't say, I don't want to waste my time. She'd say, I don't want to waste your time. So thank you for your time. And then boom, next one. And she's dialing again. And this was back, sorry, I'm going to date myself a little bit. This was back when you had to,
an
older phone where you'd go and have to dial each one of these things. But gosh, she was a rock star. I'll bet you she's very successful wherever she is now. But that was a numbers game.
She went through the numbers.
Absolutely. She went through the numbers. And she would probably be one to say, I made that stuff happen. Mm-hmm. And she probably would say, yeah, I got lucky here and there and over there, but I made it happen because I was just consistently. And she was very successful in our company, and then ran off to Central America somewhere and did some really great things there. And then I lost contact. So
yeah, but I think so. That's a good point, right? Because that's a valid argument for the hard work side.
Yeah,
and if they were new to the job, and they the first couple of days, if they pounded through, maybe they didn't get to 100 calls, or maybe they did 60 and happened to get the same number that someone else did 100 calls.
Right.
Would that be lucky?
Well, there's, I think, and I've been in sales for a long time in my career, there's definitely a component of luck. There's no doubt about it, Even in trading, let's face it, in investing, you get some lucky deals sometimes. Yeah. But how do you get to them? It's usually not that kind of lottery thing. It's usually you're doing a disciplined work. Uh-huh. And boom, luck shows up on it. I mean, I know there's a lot of folks that talk about luck doesn't just pop in. Luck is something that you run into because you've gone through a whole bunch. Who was it? Edison. Didn't Edison say he did like 10,000 experiments until
10,000 ways he figured out that didn't work.
Right, that didn't work. And then finally he got lucky and fell upon the incandescent light bulb.
Right, and it wasn't luck.
I don't think it was.
Right, it was just a matter of trying a whole bunch of different things to figure out, okay, this actually, I got something here. Maybe I need to go down this path. But so I look at it as, there's hard work, but when you do the hard work, you are then blessed with the sales. Then you are blessed with the formula, so you now know how much hard work you have to go.
Right. And yeah, no, I totally agree. Now, I would also say that you're blessed even before you start the hard work with the kind of motivation to begin some of that hard work. Whereas maybe somebody else might say, well, I got lucky finding this job or career.
So it's being blessed with the faith to do the hard work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that kind of pulls it all together for where I wanted to kind of take this.
Good.
Wow. In the Bible, Jesus performs. He can perform 2 types of miracles. There's probably more types, but specifically what I'm thinking of, right? And I don't remember the exact chapters or books or anything. So I just remember the stories. Okay. So there's a time where he's in a town or a little city, and a person comes and says, "My daughter is sick."
Mm-hmm.
And he's not even near that person and says, your daughter is fine. And they go back and sure enough, they're healed, right? Mm-hmm. So he can be long distance away from wherever that person is and do healing.
Yes.
Right? But there's another story in the Bible where there's a crippled man and Jesus says, reach out. And then that crippled man had to struggle to get his arm, right? And then Jesus touched him and then was healed, right?
Right.
So Jesus didn't have to make that man reach out.
Right, because he did with the centurion's daughter, he did it from afar, is what the point is. Yep.
Right. So, but because he had him reach out, he wanted him to participate in his own miracle.
Yeah.
Right? So he blessed that guy, but he also had him go through the hard work.
Right.
And so that's kind of what I look at, is like, we have to go through the hard work. But when we go through the hard work, like I said, you have to have the faith that the blessing is going to come.
Yep. No, I think, what I would actually paint those 2 stories in maybe a little different hue, only in this way, that the centurion, whose daughter was in another town, but he had heard about Jesus, the centurion was kind of doing the work on his daughter's behalf, who was from afar by, and in fact, Jesus said, "Your faith has saved her. She's fine."
But don't get deep into those details. The detail was Jesus didn't have to be in the physical location.
I got you.
In another situation, he made the person do work and then had to touch him in order to feel. So there was kind of.
So your point is that it's not the limitation on Jesus, it's how we are either doing the work or...
The point is that sometimes we have to participate in our own miracles.
Yeah.
And that's where the hard work comes into play.
Yep.
So it's luck versus being blessed. There's times where we don't have to participate in our own miracle, then we're blessed. But then there's the other times where it may look like we're being lucky in our careers, but we participated in it and the blessings came.
Okay.
Is that
so? If I can summarize it, there is no luck.
Right.
Right. I mean, there really isn't luck. It's just that's the one that was distance. That was the one where we weren't touched. Is that kind of summarizing the thing? Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, in fact, I would actually have to, when you describe it like that, I actually would say luck is just not. Luck is
another word.
Luck is a distance.
It's another word for miracle. And
once removed.
And not giving truly who's blessing you
the credit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Luck is the secular blessing.
Yeah.
But in both cases, the work is probably the third wheel there that has to be. There's a component of the hard work.
I think there's a lot of that. I think the majority of what we're seeing today from our is, being blessed with a nice house or a nice car, a nice salary. That comes with the hard work, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's blessings when you're part of a family right? Now, continuing a relationship with the family is hard work, but to be put in that family is a miracle and a blessing.
Absolutely.
Because there's not, you didn't do much to be placed in that family. You just showed up. But someone blessed the parents.
Sometimes there's a lot of hard work in that family.
Right. The continuation of the relationship. Yeah, it's definitely hard work there. But to be put into being born where you're born, in the country you're born in, it can be a blessing depending on how you look at things.
Now, I know there's people out there right now that are saying, yes, but there's also being born into this situation is a curse. But that's probably another video.
That would be that. Yeah, that would be the
other video.
Positive mental attitude.
Well, we're probably going to have to wrap this one up, and you can let us know if you want us to do the other video.
Right.
Blessing or a curse.
Right. So, and if you don't agree with what we just say, right?
Yeah, give us some comments.
Put luck in the comment.
Yeah.
Make it simple.
Yeah.
But if you do like what we say, put miracle in the comment.
That's true. Yeah. And
thanks for getting this far in the video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure you hit this notification so you do get notified the next time we have a video. And appreciate y'all getting this far.
And thank you for the hard work of listening to us. We really appreciate it. Really do.
All right, Steve.
Cheers.
Cheers.